Hey guys, it's ProSports Pat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to improve your aim in Fortnite Battle Royale and become a professional Fortnite player with your aim. Now obviously building is a huge aspect of Fortnite, and I'm not going to be including that in this video. It's just going to be focusing on aim. Now if you didn't know already, and it's something that's pretty interesting, in Playground mode there is currently a mode or a section where you guys can land and near enough guarantee to improve your aim if you play here long enough. Now it's pretty interesting guys, and honestly I do recommend trying this if you haven't already. A lot of players don't realise that this is in Playground mode because some people just don't play Playground mode, so feel free to pop into Playground mode and hop on over to where I'm landing right now, just outside of Tilted Towers, and you'll see a bunch of different kind of mini game type things which you guys can try out, and this will give you access to loads of weapons and different type of like mission type things. So these are all of the different missions that you can see here just in front of me. Now already guys, I've been doing this in recent videos, so make sure you guys go and support me as a creator, because as you can see on screen right now, here are a bunch of shout outs to all of the people who have been recently supporting me as a creator. Thank you for everybody who has been doing that, and much respect to everybody out there. So let's jump into this video and show you guys exactly how I've been improving my aim. Now do consider I'm not a professional Fortnite player. I can't aim like 100% perfect every single time like you might see some of the top players doing, but this method will guarantee to improve your aim. So to do this, you've got a variety of different weapons over here on the selections. Now you don't have the new heavy AR unfortunately, but you know you can get that from somewhere else and bring it up here if you really want to. But you've got a good amount of weapons really to practice your aim, and you can grab whatever you want. So I'm just going to grab a few different type of weapons to test this out for you guys. We'll grab a maybe not that shotgun, actually we don't really want that. We'll grab possibly the pump shotgun maybe, yeah, that'll do pretty well, and then the hunting rifle because that's a pretty useful weapon. Alright, so we've got a decent amount of weapons here to test out, and what you can do is you can press X to start minigame, and what this will do is it will spawn in a bunch of soldiers that completely stay still, and your aim is to destroy these. So you can see there I'm shooting at that one, and then I shoot at this one. And then that just keeps repeating over and over until the time runs out. And you can just practice your aim against these. And it just gives you a rough idea to quickly learn to zoom in and shoot a still target. Like you can practice that with a variety of different weapons. So for example here, I'm using my AR, and you can restart the mission again. So let's try it with the free burst now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice aiming straight for the head every single time on these targets, which is really awesome. So you can practice moving from one target to another the best you can. And the more you practice this, the better you're going to get. So you move to that target, move to this target, then move over to that target, move over to this target, and just keep practicing moving from target to target. And what that'll do is it'll improve your aim over time because you're judging the distance for each target. Now it's obviously going to work best with like the hand cannon or a burst AR, so you can just keep switching between target like that, and that is going to help you guys control your aim a lot better. So if we keep moving on to a different mission, I'm going to show you guys some more tips and tricks as well that you can do throughout of these missions, because there are a total of 4 different minigame missions that you guys can play with your friends, or you can just use to improve your aim. And honestly this will help so much guys, and I'll teach you some other little tips and tricks as well later on, but for now this is kind of the main thing I want to get at. So another thing to note though, if you don't know already, this is such a basic tip, is crouch down, and what it'll do is it'll allow you to basically shoot more accurately. If you don't zoom in, the crosshair will be reduced and you will be able to shoot more accurately. And also your sensitivity is so key guys, so make sure you do set it correctly. I personally use 0.7 on there and then 0.63 on the aiming, which is pretty fast. Some of my good players that I play with, like Rayan for example, he actually plays on a different sensitivity to me, and he does not play with that sort of high aim sensitivity. I think he plays on like 0.45 or maybe even the default one. So his aim when he's down sight, so it's actually a lot slower his ADS than it is compared to his non-ADS. You can see my ADS is actually quite a quick sensitivity, and it can be quite hard to control, but with practice you do learn. So let's start the next minigame and show you guys some more tips with this one. So on this minigame, what happens is the people actually run around, or they run backwards and forwards, so you guys have got to practice aiming at them. And again, the hand cannon doesn't always hit, but you can hit that one and then aim for that one over there, hit this one and then aim for the one over there. Unfortunately I missed that time. The pressure is so much higher when I'm doing this in video, but when I'm chilling on my own you can really practice your aim. It's mainly that distance one you want to be aiming at. And obviously, it's not first shot accuracy, and you want to try and aim for the head if you guys, if you can, but it is quite difficult to hit the head with the hand cannon. You can see that I am aiming for it, but just not managing to get the hit. And also with me moving, it makes it a lot more difficult. So you can try out a few different like techniques. You can completely stay still, you can stand completely still and get first shot accuracy if you want, which is alright. Oh, I don't want to build. Use some first shot accuracy on the running. You have to be careful though, because it does keep locking onto the target in front. So you can see me here hitting that target at distance. There we are, nice little headshot there at the end. Easy done. Okay, we'll keep going for that one at the distance. It is difficult, guys. But you can see I'm learning to do it and tracking at better distance, which is good. And that's what you want to learn to do. So after that one, you can also position yourself in different positions. So for example, the next one, we're going to try something different. We're going to start the minigame and then position ourselves a little bit higher, if possible. Now, we don't actually have any building materials right now, but you can position yourself up here. And as they come down here, you can practice following them around, aiming at them, which will help you guys improve your accuracy a lot more. Now, what also you can do, you want to track the opponent. So what you want to do is you want to follow them with your gun like this, and don't actually shoot any bullets, and just learn to track your opponent as they run around. So learning to track this guy and then making the shot when it counts is awesome. Now, obviously, another easy way to learn this as well is you do this while you're moving, because in a game, in most situations, you're not just going to be stood there staring at the enemies. You're not going to be like this. You're not going to be stood here like this, because these are going to be shooting back at you. So what you want to be doing is you want to be running around while tracking the enemies. Obviously, attracting enemies over to you is just a casual thing that happens, but tracking enemies is key. So consistently keep tracking these and get the right opportunity to get it. So as you can see here, I'm just moving simply, only a little bit, just kind of walking and keeping my crosshair on these enemies. And what it's going to do, it's going to improve your aim a lot. And obviously on console, you have auto aim, but being able to do that on PC, mobile, whatever device you're playing on, will improve your aim a lot. Just little techniques like that. It seems so simple, but it does honestly help. I've been doing it and my aim has improved so much. However, my building, not so, because this doesn't really help you building, it just helps you aim. But you know, my aim has actually always been pretty good in Fortnite. I'm generally a pretty good first person or third person shooter, so my aim is not bad at Fortnite at all, but this has helped me improve it so much more. And honestly, you got to take my word for it, guys. You can practice a bunch of different techniques doing this. We'll grab some resources in a minute and show you guys some cool stuff. So this one's actually probably the most difficult one. You've actually got a target in the distance over there who you want to practice tracking on, so he actually stops and runs, so it's quite a difficult one to hit. Like, I've not actually hit him running yet using my hunting rifle, because I haven't really practiced this one that much. But you can see here, there we are, we're hitting them. You've got to practice your kind of distance on this, and it can be quite difficult. But you've also got a stationary target, which can help you guys learn the exact distance of the hunting rifle to help you guys understand the exact range. Now, ignore the records and stuff like that, because that isn't key in this particular situation, because we're just practicing. So a stationary target can help you guys understand exactly how far you need to fire or aim above the target to hit them in the head. So you can see there, that's a little bit too high, go a little bit lower, and this can just generally practice to improve your aim at further distance. And there you go, you can see perfect headshot there. So this guy here, you can try hitting him, and it's just the idea of this is to be able to practice and hit them targets. But the main idea for this one is also to use snipers. Now, I recommend using the semi-auto sniper in this situation, because what this allows you to do is it allows you to not consistently keep reloading like you would with the bolt. So this can get your hand of like sniping at distance on a moving target. So here you can see me practicing on this moving target. You have to predict where he's going. You can see I'm not the best at it, but I'm kind of getting a rough idea on where to practice it. So I killed him off there. Unfortunately, you don't see the actual kill at this sort of distance, but you can learn to practice at decent stuff. Now, obviously, if you want a high score, you can just aim for that stationary one, but it's not about that. It's about practicing, understanding where these moving targets are moving to, and hitting that target when you can. Now, if you can aim for the head like I did down the last shot, it's quite difficult to do, but if you can pull it off, you guys have got a huge advantage on other players in game. So that's everything really for these tips and tricks that I can give you guys on the actual mini games, but there are some general tips and tricks to do when you're aiming in a battle royale game. So if we pop down here, I'll grab some materials and show you guys some simple tips and tricks which you kind of want to do when you're fighting. Now, these are quite basic, and a lot of people who've been playing Fortnite for a while will probably naturally do this, but you know, So at first I didn't really know about it. I knew about it because I used to play a lot of third-person games, but generally this is a technique which I do recommend a lot. So for example, if your enemy is stood, say, just over here where I've put this wall, I'll build a little strip for you guys for it. Oh, here, a pyramid. That's perfect. So if the enemy is the top of that pyramid and you're stood behind this wall, you want to shoot that enemy from this side of the wall, the right-hand side. Because, for example, if you're to shoot the enemy from the left-hand side of the wall, it's just not going to work out for you guys. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by that now. So if I was to stand here and you want to shoot around the left-hand side, you are exposing yourself a lot more to the enemy who stood on top of that pyramid. Whereas if I'm on this side, you're only peeking a little bit to get easy shots, and you can rotate from like down here to up here, and you can get easy shots off just by doing that. Another good technique is actually peeking, which just involves simply sitting here and crouching up and shooting. So like say if an enemy's just on that tree there, up and down like that. So obviously if you don't do it, it destroys the item, but you can get it perfect so you can peek. Now that's something that a lot of people use. A lot of pro players use this, but you've got to remember to move and peek, because if you consistently keep doing this, someone's going to fire a sniper shot straight at your head and you're going to be taken out. But I do hope this guide has helped you guys out. It's been a little bit of a weird one. I don't usually cover this sort of stuff on my channel. I used to do a lot of tips and tricks like this, but recently I've been doing a lot of storyline content. But because, to be honest, I'd rate myself as a pretty accurate Fortnite player. When I play games like Disco Domination and games like that don't really have much materials in, I finish the game with like 20-30 kills every single time. So honestly, being able to aim is helpful in a lot of situations, and improving your aim to a professional standard is what you can do. I'd rate my aim as almost professional. My sniper aim maybe not, but definitely my AR aim and like my shotgun aim is pretty useful. Now if you're looking at getting a decent shotgun aim, I'll show you guys exactly how you can do that with their missions up there. To be fair, their missions probably aren't the best for shotgun. They're more of a range type thing, but you know what, if you do practice your shotgun aim, you definitely still learn a little bit on these missions, but not 100%. So you want the mission where the guys are actually running around for the shotgun aim, and it's a little bit weird, but you can actually pull something off of it. So you can see here, the guys are going to start running in one, and what you want to do is just practice your shotgun aim in here. So when they're moving to you, want to just practice jump shots like that and not fall off. That's not the best. I just want to grab a few more materials quickly, then I'll respawn in for you guys. There we go. So some easy shotgun practice you can do up there with the actual one where they run around in circles is simply just by kind of just building around and getting in yourself. So after falling off there, guys, I've just grabbed myself some... So after unfortunately falling off on that challenge, I've grabbed myself some materials. I'm going to jump straight into this one, guys. This one's going to be pretty easy to do. Simply what you can do is you activate the challenge, and you want to use different heights and kind of like jump around and stuff to actually practice the aim on these kind of guys. So I don't know if it's going to allow me to build too much in it, so it allows you to build a little bit, so you can practice like stuff like this. My shotgun aim isn't the best, it's okay. And you can practice different things like just keep moving around and keep kind of just jumping about, because it will end up practicing your aim. Even if you miss shots, you can learn a lot of stuff doing stuff like this to gain that shotgun damage type thing. So you'll notice they'll stop here, so you can spin shoot them like that, and just practice loads of cool moves like this, and you will end up learning your shotgun aim a lot better just by doing stuff like that. And then reset the mission and repeat the same process again, and honestly guys, you will end up like improving. I recommend using wood with a hand cannon, because now a hand cannon does one-shot wood, and this definitely does help you guys out with a lot of techniques. So this is improving your shotgun aim. You can build up, spin around, get a shot off at him there like that. Might not kill him off, and sometimes they might not die, but you can finish them off like that. Get another shotgun shot off them. And obviously people aren't going to run straight at you like that, but it can be useful to get height on them as well. So for example, if I put some height up here, we can try getting some shotgun shots off up here like that. If they're below you, you can get some shotgun shots. People moving, get this guy here, then you've got another guy coming on your left. See if you can get a shot off at him, and you just practice like that really. And you obviously can aim for high scores and stuff, but I wouldn't. And it's pretty useful because you can do all sorts of different moves and different positionings with different stairs and stuff, different heights. So for example, if I go up here like this, you can actually practice shooting down on them with maybe a AR, a hand cannon, or even a shotgun if you're going to be using that at that sort of distance. Not really the best damage for that, but yeah, you can practice all sorts of stuff. AR's good up there as well, getting that height on them. I thought it was a bad miss with the hunting rifle. I didn't even intend on using the hunting rifle there. But yeah, you can practice your AR at heights like this as well. So if you get up here, you can see the soldier running around. Where is he? And you can aim at him from up here like that. And practice them moving. which is pretty useful. So that's quite a cool technique. Another good one you can use as well. I know this video has been going on a while, but honestly, these tips and tricks do help out a lot. Some stuff that I do quite often is this challenge here. You can use your assault rifle, and what I do is I build forward a little bit. So build height a little bit, like up to, say, about here, and you can practice this sort of height against the opponent at that sort of distance, because sometimes you do use your AR at that sort of distance. Like I will use my AR quite a lot at that sort of distance, and it can help you guys out practicing on this moving target here. You can also practice peeking on him, so you can practice some peeking techniques on that guy. Damage isn't the best, but you can do quite well if you guys pull it off correctly. So yeah, it's quite a good position in this. Another technique you can use for your AR practicing. But I hope this has helped you out. If you guys have made it all the way to the end of the video, comment down below supply drop, because that's what currently is on top of this somehow, this crazy structure. There is also a lot of other things that you guys can try up here. You've got a few different mini games with traps involved and stuff, and some building structure type things to practice your ramps, your 1x1s, and a normal simple 1x1. You've also got a crazy mini game here which you guys can try out. I've not really tried too much of these because these are more for like the fun type thing. They're not really practicing much from what I know. It's more of like a parkour type thing. And then you've got the floating pirate ship, which is pretty fun. Again, that is a mini game. There is nothing really involved in this. You can start the mini game and it starts it, and you got the pirate ship, and what you have to do is just take out the opponent's team. So it's pretty cool, but nothing really major from this. You have to grab weapons and just fight each other. I do like it, and it's definitely worth playing if you guys have got some free time to play it, but generally, you know, it's not improving your aim. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're new around here, do stick around for daily Fortnite content. I want to thank everybody who's made it to the end of the video. Remember to comment down below supply drop. Also, if you'd like to stay tuned for daily Fortnite content, make sure you hit that bell, because I bring out all sorts of different Fortnite content. Just go and check it out on my channel. Some of the new map changes I would highly recommend checking out, because there's some secret stuff in there which most of you probably didn't expect to get dropped in. Anyway, once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go and support me as a creator with the code at PostboxPat. And once again, this is PostboxPat signing out.